Michael Bogart, Mind Cuisine. How's
Hey,
it going,
good to
bud?
see you,
How are you?
Chuck.
Good to see you. Every time you're on, I get messages, man. People wanted like, you're talking religion on the show, Chuck. What are you, crazy? But you know what? I also get messages where people go, that was a great interview. It was very insightful to hear someone talk about religion like that. Was refreshing.
Well, good. I'm glad to have that reaction.
So what is it that you want to talk about today?
You know, we had a potential shooting. Actually, we had two fatalities a couple of days ago with that Draw Muhammad thing that was done other side of the country.
Why do people do that?
Well, you know, you've got to understand that
after what happened in Paris, why would they do this?
Why would the people make the event? You got to wonder if they're in their right mind to do that. There's an element
they're
in this
antagonizing.
That you're absolutely right. There's an element in this country that wants to be in your face, wants to say, I can say whatever I want to whoever I want. And you know, in a sense, they set themselves up for that. Now, I'm not excusing the Muslim extremists. But on the other hand, I agree with you, why would you even put such an event on?
Do you think that there was authorities that knew that this was going to happen?
Well, certainly they read.
Well, then why would they let this happen?
Well, they had police officers stationed there. Don't you know? If
I
you
know,
remember.
I know all about it. And it's idiotic.
Right, and I think one of the things we have to understand, and the topic I wanted to really discuss today was how you talk about religion in public. And as you know, I've been a world religion teacher for more than 20 years at West Hills Community College. I've designed comparative religion courses for Excelsior College. I've taught for Brandman University. And, you know, people still, in the day that we live in, we don't know how to talk politely, respectfully. We don't know how to play nice when it talks about religion.
I don't know if we should. I mean, a lot of wars that have happened have been over religion. And hell, we might have one going on right now.
Well, the thing about it is religion isn't going to go away, so we have to at least learn how to talk about it in a civil way. And I like to call that civil discourse. We have to be able to talk about, well, even not just religion, but even subjects that are controversial from a political nature. We have to learn how to talk to each other respectfully. We have to learn how to listen. Doesn't mean we have to agree, but it does mean we have to learn how to talk in the right way. And so I think this incident is a perfect example in addressing that issue.
So they have this Draw Muhammad, and some Muslims went in and shot the place up.
Some Muslim radicals tried to go in and shoot the place up. They were stopped by some police officers, and unfortunately, both those young men were killed in the shooting that happened. The police officers responded to their shooting their weapons, and they killed them both, which is tragic. I mean, why would this have to happen? So you know, it's that sort of thing that, you know, it's not the main thing that I do, but I felt like at this point we have to talk about how you try to calm people down. On the side of Muslim radicals, they've got to learn that they're not in Saudi Arabia or Iran. They're in the United States, which is a pluralistic society. The rules are different over here. If they're going to be here, they're going to have to learn to do that. Now, I don't know whether they're going to take my advice or not, Chuck, but that's what they need to hear. On our end of it, we have to learn, you know, why would you deliberately antagonize a group of people that are known for reacting to this sort of thing? And so we need to calm this sort of thing down. That's my point today.
Well, you know, the religion thing, people, they really don't talk about it, and I think people have been taught not to talk about it. You know, you don't talk about politics, religion, or sports unless you want to start a fight out in public.
And yet, on the internet, people talk about religion all the time.
They do. And, you know, everybody has a Facebook account, and the Facebook people that get on there, and they're preaching on there and everything. And, you know, I'm not against religion at all. I think it does a lot of good for a lot of people. But I don't know if Facebook's the right place to do it.
Well, you know, and on the internet, it's so impersonal. Then you forget your manners. You're not seeing the person's reaction, you know, face to face, and so you say all kinds of nasty things that we'd never say to the person.
Keyboard bullies.
Oh, absolutely, and it's that sort of thing that incites problems. But even today, I mean, you know, you see some of the talk shows, not this one, of course, but other talk shows where, you know, the whole point is to arouse controversy and people start yelling at each other, and I guess it's good for ratings.
I guess so.
But it's not the sort of thing that really helps the public, is it? So
how do you talk to people about religion, Mike?
One of the things that I have tried to do, and I looked at myself a couple of years ago, and I thought, what's in my little bag of tricks? Of course, I'm a Christian pastor as well, and I've only been teaching religion on the side, for as an adjunct for community college. But one of the things I have in my little bag of tricks is I have learned over the years as a committed believer that in some settings you need to be able to talk about religion in an unbiased, fact-based, and user-friendly manner, in a respectful manner. And so I've put together these videos, and I've got 5 different videos on different religious subjects, and I tried to make the videos on subjects that people were asking about, like Islam, like people always ask about the Jehovah's Witnesses. They've always had those folks come to their door. The Mormons, the New Age movement, and then I made one recently called the 45-Minute Bible because I found so many people don't really know what's in that book. People make claims about what's in the Bible, and sometimes those claims aren't even very accurate.
Right.
And then I've got some books to accompany those things as well.
The Book of Mormon play is coming.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Are you going to go see it?
I haven't made up my mind yet, Chuck.
Well, I mean, as a person in your position, I think you should.
Probably should, right? Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people asking about the Mormon?
About the play?
The Mormons.
No, all the time.
Yeah. What do they ask?
Well, they want to know...
They want to know about the underwear?
Yeah. The underwear. That's been changed a little bit, by the way, over the years. They want to know about the secretiveness of it. They want to talk about the old polygamy, which, of course, Mormons today mostly are not. Mm-hmm. There's a few fundamentalist groups that still hold on to it. It's always that sort of fringe kind of thing people want to know. Same thing about Islam and the other groups.
Can I say that I've gone to Mormon churches, and I didn't feel like it. People think it's weird, and all. I felt like that was one of the best churches that I had ever been to.
Yeah, of course, people have different experiences with different kinds of groups. But my whole program is to make sure that people have facts to work with, so that we're comparing apples with apples. So we're not accusing people of things that they don't really believe or that they don't really do. Like Mormon polygamy. Well, that's been gone since the 1890s. You know. And so we have to talk about facts, and that's what my publications are all about. And so you ask what I do. I provide people with the information that they can talk to people with facts.
When people find out that you're that guy, do they want to pick your religion brain?
Oh, absolutely, all the time. Yeah, I'm sort of the go-to guy for religious facts, at least for some people. Yeah.
What is something that people ask you regularly?
They want to know if the Muslims are out to kill us all. That's probably the biggest question that I get. And, of course, the answer to that is most Muslims are just trying to live their lives like everybody else. It's the radicals that we have to worry about.
Other than the Muslim thing, what else?
People want to know about, why the Jehovah's Witnesses are knocking on the doors, and they want to know if there's a little secret things going on in Mormonism. Let's see, they want to know about the New Age movement, and they want to talk about, Scientology, which would be classified within this movement.
What do you think about Scientology?
Scientology is a great, it's a great organization for, it's sort of like you buy your way into the therapy program is what that they do. And of course it works with celebrities. Tom Cruise and those guys are all part of it, or were at least at some point. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of offbeat in my opinion, but that's just me. I got to be careful what I say on air.
I know you do. How many different religions are there?
Oh my goodness, there's probably new ones starting every day. But in terms of major world religions, and of course, people would classify them differently. But you've got the 3 true world religions: Christianity, the largest; Islam, the second largest; and Buddhism. The reason why we classify those as major world religions is because they're the religions that have been able to really appeal beyond their original culture. Christianity beyond, the Jewish culture of the 1st century, Islam beyond the Arab culture of the 7th century, and then Buddhism beyond, northern India and Nepal. So they've been able to have a worldwide appeal. The other religions are not so much world religions in that they tend to be more localized and isolated in a group of people.
Out of the 3 main religions, how similar are they?
Well, it depends upon what you look at. If you're looking at ethics and values, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, Christianity says don't steal. Islam says don't steal. Buddhism says don't steal. So there's a lot of similarity there. So if you're looking at the ethical side of it, the values, the morals, there would be some real similarities. In terms of how they view the universe, where it came from, is there somebody watching over us, what that somebody might be like, quite different, quite radically different in many ways. So depends upon how you look at it.
Awesome. Hey, where can the people find your videos and books, Mike?
Well, you've been nice enough at Central Valley Talk to put a little button right on your website so they can order them from there. But if not that, they can go to my website, which is Mind Cuisine, MINDCUISINE, mindcuisine.com. They can go to the materials and order them there. And then if you like this show, I'd appreciate it if you go to facebook.com/Mind Cuisine and then just say, hey, saw you on Central Valley Talk, Central Valley Buzz, and that would let me know that you saw it here. So.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you
it's
so
always
much,
good
Chuck.
to talk to you, Michael.
It's great.
All right,
Thank
hey,
you.
we're going to take a quick commercial.